Hey guys, I'm Matt, the owner of Tails86 channel, and here I have a good friend of mine. His username on YouTube is Tails86. What's up?
Not much, man. It's great to be here watching you play Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah, so here we are in Hidden Palace Zone. This is gonna be kind of a short part, so we're gonna be doing Hidden Palace Zone and Sky Sanctuary Zone, which are two amazing stages in my opinion.
I agree.
So how are you?
I agree very much.
How are you, Charles?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. Really enjoying just watching you playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And actually, the stage that you said you were playing on Sky Sanctuary is actually not one of my absolute favorites, but it is a favorite of mine. Because a lot of the music that they did with that one, it was leading up towards just something really big, like the big final thing with Eggman in that one was just awesome.
I love how they did it in Sonic Generations, because it kind of had that classic feel to it, even in the modern stage.
Exactly, and that was actually one of the stages in Sonic Generations for the 360 version that I was playing until I got the PS3 to do like a comparison thing, which I never got to do. Anyway, going off topic. Basically, I kept listening and watching the 2D version of me just playing regular Sonic without going into the modern stages, or the modern portion of it, and just looking at how like the game was done, like in terms of both using a 2D and 3D perspective, and the way that they remixed the music. It was so well done. Like, probably one of the best ones I've seen. That's
cool. So we just defeated Knuckles, even because he was our enemy back then, not our friend, which is kind of cool.
It is kind of cool, and the thing is that actually used to be my sister's favorite character. Actually, when Sonic 3 came out, she had a feeling that Knuckles was a lot better than Sonic. I was just like, are you mad? Tails is better than any of them. Of course, then again, around that time, I was more into Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I still, to this day, say is my favorite Sonic game of all time. But, I mean, everybody's different with different characters, so I still give my respect to Tails, though. Even though people abuse him a lot in the game.
Tails is awesome.
He is awesome. So we're in Sky Sanctuary.
And there's the Death Egg in the background.
I still remember from back in the day when I first saw the Death Egg when I was playing Sonic 3 on my Genesis. I was thinking to myself like, oh my god, I'm about to face off against Eggman, and I thought for sure it could not get any better as I kept playing, but the thing I also loved about the stages was the whole cloud effect thing that they did when you were bouncing on the clouds and everything. That was awesome.
I think we're about to see that happen in just a few seconds, so that would be cool if we could see that. Let's stall some time until we get... Oh, there we go.
Yep, there you go. Perfect timing. Bouncing through the clouds, and that was something that literally just drove me nuts. I was like, Sonic's not an angel. He's not Kid Icarus, or he's not Pit.
So,
like, he's not Pit. He's a hedgehog. How does he have the ability to fly, or actually just flip on a cloud?
Sega logic.
Exactly though. But that's what made Sega so awesome, was they made the games so well, and it was awesome.
So, are you excited about the Sonic Adventure 2 port to Xbox, PS3, and possibly Steam? Possibly.
Yes, I am. The thing though is, I'm gonna be completely honest. When I grew up playing the original Sonics and then tried to play the modern game Sonics, like for Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 and all those other ones, I mean, I thought that they were good. I'm not debating about like, oh, like the older ones are always going to be the better ones, or the newer ones are better than that. But I was more of like a half and half for them. I mean, there were some really cool scenes in the newer ones, but I grew up playing the older ones. I had fond memories of those. So it's different for different people.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be, and that will be a debate. I think that goes on for until the end of time, or until Sega eventually goes out of business, which I hope will never happen anytime soon.
Yeah, I hope they never get out of business. Even though they made some bad games, they still make pretty amazing games, in my opinion. Like, they picked it up with Sonic Generations, and they're re-releasing Knights, and those are some good games. I just hope they make a new game for Jet Set Radio.
That would be awesome, even though, and here's the thing also, I've never played the Jet Set Radio games, and another friend of mine actually is trying to get me into playing those, but eventually I'll go ahead and try them out. But we also have Sonic and Sega Racing Transform too, which I also can't wait for that. I'm going to see if they have any cool stuff with that. So far from the screenshots and from what I'm hearing, the game is going to be really awesome. Like a souped up Mario Kart 7.
Oh, that game's fun. Now here we go. Here comes, what is it, Mecha Sonic?
Yes, I believe so. This is the one from Sonic 2, I think? I think this one's from Sonic 2 in the flying, not the flying battery, it was the other stage. I cannot remember what that stage is called. I cannot
flying
remember
base,
that stage.
Egg base.
Flying base, yes,
flying
you're
base,
right.
there we go. I would say launch base.
Or I think it was flying base. I think it was flying base.
It was,
I'm not 100% sure though.
It was after Sky Chase, we both know that.
Yes.
Dang. Oh well. If you know, leave a comment in the description. And speaking of comments in the description, unfortunately for this playthrough, I wasn't able to get Hypersonic, and I'm really sorry about that. I haven't played this game in a while. I was kind of trying to do this like one try only thing. Like, I do it in one try or I don't do it. So, if you want to see a video of me playing as Hypersonic, leave a comment or a comment on my channel or this video or any other of the Sonic 3 and Knuckles videos, and I'll get to that. But
I agree. I would like to see you playing with Hypersonic or Hyper Knuckles.
I could play as Hyper Knuckles. That'll be fun. Maybe I'll do a playthrough as Knuckles in this game, because this game is completely, not completely, but mostly different with Knuckles. So, is this one of your favorite Sonic games, Charles?
If I would have to say between... I mean, I would say the whole entire Sonic series is great, from the very first one all the way to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but I still have to say that between all three of them, per se, if I had to go in an order, I would say first Sonic 2, then Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and then the first Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's cool. Man. I was
the thing with me when it came to Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was they didn't have to update the graphics a whole ton. They just added newer play mechanics that I really liked, like being able to flip through like the loops and stuff, not like the actual 360 loops. I'm talking about like the ones where like on Emerald Isle, or not Emerald Isle, Emerald Zone, you would go ahead and go through like those really long, like... I'm hoping people will know what I'm talking about, otherwise I'm just gonna be like, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But I really liked seeing those, and like just all the different types of other features that they added, including like the Chemical Plant Zone was one of my favorite music from the Sonic 2 game. And I mean, there was so many awesome epic boss fights with Eggman in the second one. But if I had to say for Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I still think it's a really good game. It's not my absolute favorite, but it is in my top 10 list of all Sonic games I've ever played. And I would say it's in at least the top 5.
So here we are. Oh, that was good, by the way. That was a good thing to talk about. So here we are. We just defeated Mecha Sonic. We're heading up the... what is it? It's not a ladder. It's like
More of like a big old tower.
Exactly. Like
More of like a tower that's falling to pieces, and we're about to go flying for
I don't understand
the death egg.
how it didn't all fall down at the same time. Sega logic, guys. Alright, so Charles, you have anything else you want to say?
Yes, if you guys want to, other than hearing the randomness of me for a couple times during this interview, please do feel free to check out my YouTube page at Tails86 / weekly reviews. I do video game unboxings and reviews and sometimes Let's Plays and other stuff, so please do feel free to check that out. And, I mean, Matt, thank you very much for having me on the show today.
No problem. Those links will be in the description below. And remember, if you want to see Hypersonic or, I don't know, anything else that I missed in this playthrough or I'm gonna miss, please leave a comment in the description below or in any of the videos, and I will get right to that. So thank you again, Charles, for being on this playthrough, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Yeah, I kind of messed up there. See you next time. There we go.
Thanks again.